Pretty uninteresting week in WWE, to say the least. Uninteresting week in WWE, to say the least. First, we're gonna start with Raw, and I thought Brock not cashing in on Seth was gonna be a good thing, but now we got Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin involved in this whole rivalry thing with Seth, and I'm not really sure where it's gonna go. Well, we know it's gonna end with Brock cashing in, but I kind of want to see Seth feud with someone who he can have better matches against. Baron Corbin isn't going to do it for me, and But he's probably not going to do it for you either. Baron Corbin could have a good match, but Seth is capable of great matches. Maybe Sami could do that with him, or even Kevin. But Baron, nah. They need to put Baron in a tag team with Bobby and let them run roughshod for a little bit. Because they're big dudes, they're strong dudes who have a background in athletics. They should be able to dominate the game. Point blank, period. Take the fucking half suit off Corbin. He doesn't need to be wearing that. He looks foolish. He's not even in any position of remote power. So, Seth and Corbin, I'm not really feeling it. Bringing Kevin and Sami into it, still not feeling it. But maybe we'll see. We always have to say this about WWE. Maybe they're cooking up something, we just don't see it yet. At least, that's the hope. That's the freaking hope. Speaking of hope, Lars Sullivan. Hope has gone out the window for this man. Turn on Raw this week, and he's still wrestling Lucha House Party. I can only think this is punishment for those comments that came out from him from like a few years ago, I think it was, in some bodybuilding forum. Like, this dude is big as hell. When he was coming to the main roster, they billed him as the next monster, the next destructive force. And what we have here is a bully, basically. And his matches aren't entertaining. The dude can move, the dude is strong. But WWE gotta come with something new for this dude. An elimination handicap match against Lucha House Party. Like, and he's in the second segment on Raw. So they're just like, go and get out the way, dude. And, man, I guess they did a good thing by keeping Matt Riddle in NXT. That news came out that they're going to keep him down there for a while. Because guys do well in NXT, or guys dominate in NXT, and then they come up to the main roster, things like this happen. And that's why, like when my girlfriend said, when we watched NXT TakeOver, the Gargano and Adam Cole match, like, she said, I feel like this is better than WWE. The proper term is, it's better than anything they have on TV. It's better than most of their pay-per-views. A regular NXT show, an hour, is better than most WWE 3-hour pay-per-views. Let that sink in. Vinnie Mac, let that sink in. That's ridiculous. And it's not the superstars can perform. It's just the positions they're put in. This is a key example. Lucha House Party is better than this. Lars Sullivan, you guys build him as better. So show me he's better. Plain and simple. Like what they're doing for The Miz. The Miz, Braun Strowman, Ricochet versus Samoa Joe, Bobby Lashley, and Cesaro. Now, this is something I could get behind. We got some household name superstars fighting for the U.S. title. That's what I'm talking about right there. Last week when I said we got to start showing this title some respect, that's what I'm talking about. And that's all I'm saying. Let's get some names in here, some legitimate names who can once again legitimize this title that has been tossed to the wayside over the years by WWE. The last relevant U.S., not relevant, but the last U.S. champ that made me think about the U.S. title on a daily basis was probably John Cena and Bradshaw. And I was in 5th grade at the time, 5th, 6th grade at the time. So that just goes to show you, like, they dropped the ball on that title. But this, what they're doing here, I like. And but what they're doing here, I like. Get Bobby Lashley in the title picture. That's something I want to see. I don't want to see him in an ECW title because when ECW was last around, we know what that was about. It was shitty. Very, very shitty. And put a legit title around this man. Or Braun Strowman, or Ricochet, or Cesaro, or Miz. This is what I like about this U.S. title picture right here. I wouldn't mind if any of these guys became U.S. champ. I'll leave it plain as that. Because then it'll make me wonder what the U.S. champ is up to, who he's going to be defending against. Like, it shouldn't have had to come down to weekly title defenses, U.S. Open challenges. It shouldn't have had to come to that. WWE champion doesn't have to do that. Universal champion doesn't have to do that. Intercontinental champion doesn't have to do that. Even the women's champion doesn't have to do that. So, and if you're not gonna respect the title, the U.S. title at that, retire it and let it live its days. In title heaven with the big gold one and all those ones that were here in yesteryear. The ones that we used to love now aren't here anymore. Because you guys are dragging this thing through the mud right now. Personally, I don't respect it. But that's just my opinion. An opinion. Next we had Becky Lynch and Bayley versus Lacey Evans and Alexa Bliss. This Nikki Cross thing, she was there too. Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. I feel like this thing has run its course. I'm kind of over it now. I can vaguely remember the match because, to be honest, I wasn't paying attention. Bayley ended up losing. And Nikki Cross is at the end of the match looking dumbfounded. Of course, even when she's jumping up and down crazy, she looks kind of dumbfounded. She's just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Does anyone else know what they're doing? Regardless of that, Bayley and Lacey Evans at Stomping Ground is what this is going to lead up to. And no, not Lacey. Bayley and Bliss. Sorry. This is what it's going to lead up to. And I'm changing direction on that match. I kind of do want to see it. I want to see if they're going to really put the title on Bliss, or they're going to go the Kofi route and use Bliss to legitimize Bayley the way they use Kevin Owens and Dolph to legitimize Kofi. That's what I see happening. I don't think they're going to take the title off Bayley anytime soon, simply because she's worked pretty hard to get this far, and I don't think they bring her all that way to Sasha Banks her and just take the title right off her. Not a shot at Sasha Banks, but that is what happened to you, fam. Can't get mad at that. Speaking of titles, we had Walrus Paul E. Heyman come down to the ring. And he says Brock Lesnar is done with the announcements, as he should have been. When you win the Money in the Bank title, the point is to cash in whenever you feel. You're not supposed to tell them when you're going to do it. Whenever you feel. You're just sitting in the back, playing with your thumbs. You see Seth Rollins get hit in the head with a chair, and you feel, hey, this might be a good time to cash in. That's when you cash in. You're not supposed to come out every week, send your advocate to the ring, and scream to thousands of people that you're going to cash in Monday or next Monday, and then you beat the champ damn near to a pulp, and then you're telling people, Friday, I'm going to cash in on Friday. Like, it was funny, but it's good. He's done with the announcements. Regardless, I'm sticking with what I said. I give him from SummerSlam to Night of Champions to cash in. He's not going to do it any time before then. And I'm sticking with that. You heard it here. You heard it here first. Damn it, you heard it here first. SummerSlam to Night of Champions. That's what? Late July to early mid-November, is it? I'm giving him between there. I can't see it happening before then or even after then. After then, I'm thinking it's going to be a WrestleMania cash-in. Like Seth did. That'd be crazy if it comes full circle. And Brock does to Seth what Seth did to him. Yo. I might flip. I'm going to be like, WWE, you got me with that one. But I'm not changing. Now, thinking back, I wouldn't be surprised if it's at WrestleMania. And turnabout's fair play, you know what they say. Speaking of champions, the Iconics versus local competitors. This Iconics thing has run its course. That's the gospel for today. Learn when things have run the course. Their course. When they run their course, it's over. Learn it. Because this thing is old now. They're not legit. Only one of them is really good in the ring. Billie Kay. She needs to go kick it with Booker T for a bit, maybe. Learn how to wrestle. Something. We got wrestling schools up here in New England. I mean, girl, you bad in that ring. You're terrible. You make your team look bad. Very bad. And I'm sorry. Exactly. This is bad. This is very, very bad. When I see her get tagged in, that's what I'm thinking. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to Peyton, but they have to make up a tag team, because I know there's not a lot of women tag teams. That's WWE's fault. But they gotta make one, put these titles on them, because this isn't working anymore. So we're gonna get rid of that. And then Shane and Drew McIntyre. Speaking of run its course, oh my goodness. You know what? Damn, maybe AEW might be onto something when they get on TV. I know first video I was coming at them, but geez, just thinking about how many times I'm saying this has run its course in this episode alone. Wow, man. I ain't even got to SmackDown. I'm still on Raw. Jeez, I feel like R-Truth right now. It's just I can't win. Even when I win, I can't win. So Shay to Drew. Nothing even really happened in this segment. They were just talking shit about Roman Reigns. And then Shane threw the Revival of Tag Team Championship match later on against Ryder and Hawkins. And damn WWE, man. Zack Ryder could potentially be a great superstar if you gave him the ability to express his full personality. And with Kurt Hawkins, those dudes have been wrestling with each other since they came into the business, period. So if you let them be them, I'm pretty sure they'd be better champs. But you guys have the guys that you want to be the top guys, so I guess that's why John Cena said WWE would never have a top star again. Because what you guys want and what the fans want has drastically changed, and the big buff old man upstairs, he's out of touch. He's got to come out the seat. He's got to hit some WWE experiences, and he's got to interact with the fans, man. She back at Triple H. Facts. You gotta let Triple H give him the reins, man. Yep. Give him the reins, man. I mean, no pun intended, Roman Reigns. No pun intended. I mean, Triple H, he's got it. Look what he's doing with NXT. An hour. And he's killing it. If you had that show on network television, Raw and SmackDown would be embarrassed every week by a show given 1 hour. But I mean, I guess that's why they don't put it on TV. That's their like only attraction on the WWE network, unless you're like me and you just enjoy watching old pay-per-views back to back to back to back. And that's another that. Hey, I get my $9.99 out of it. I get all of it and then some, because they take that shit out religiously. So, hey, I'm gonna get everything I can. And when I watched everything, I'll leave it alone. Oh, have you guys checked out Impact Plus? Impact Wrestling streaming service? I have. And they got some damn good matches on there. Like, just watching their older pay-per-views and then watching when the guys like Kurt Angle, Booker T, Christian, Jeff, when they came in, and even watching further back when R-Truth was there, and he was killing it. R-Truth was once NWA champion. You believe that? 10 pounds of gold. And now he in WWE getting disrespected. 24/7 European champion. Man. But I got off topic. Shane and Drew McIntyre. I hope they're better this week on SmackDown, because this is foolishness. Drew and Roman at goddamn, what's that pay-per-view? Stomping Ground. We're gonna see. Drew's probably gonna win because Shane is gonna interfere or something like that. Hopefully hopefully Roman gonna have some backup. If not, it is what it is. They're gonna get him twice. Beat me once, shame on me. Beat me twice, damn Roman, shame on you again. And that's how it goes for you. And then, like I said, he threw the Revival into the championship match with Hawkins and Ryder versus the Usos. I thought the Usos were gonna win. I wanted them to win. They've won championships in the past. Thought the first chance Raw got to put title on them, they would do it. But they put it on the Revival. The top guys. And I can't really be mad at the decision simply because I want to see how it goes. The Revival has been on TV as like jokes recently, and they make it work in their segments. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. But the Revival did end up winning this match. And there you do, Raw Tag Team Champions. And we'll see where it goes from here. Remember, WWE got rid of the automatic rematch clause. So they don't they don't get a rematch, they gotta earn it. They going to the back of the line though, so and I don't think WWE's gonna give it back to them. Fuck all that. They're gonna have to go to SmackDown first. Superstar Shakeup, come back. But what did I say in the last video? It's pointless because the same people win championships anyway. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Firefly Funhouse was back, and Bray showed us that it was okay to eat your friends. He smashed the little rabbit man with the mallet. This thing's weird, man. I don't know why they can't let Bray just... Maybe it's him coming up with it, but just be a person, man. A big motherfucker who can go out here, kick ass, take names. Because you could do it. Bray's big. He's in great shape now. You see him in these videos, saw him doing the muscle dance and all that. Whoa, swole. But I guess we'll see where it goes. I'm not gonna say too much on it. Next we had Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn had weaseled himself into a second referee position in the match, which inevitably Seth Rollins ended up losing the match to Kevin Owens via disqualification because Sami Zayn pushed Rollins over the top and he got hot. I don't know, man. Brock just better bring his ass on every week, and him and Seth Rollins better duke it out and have this rivalry, because these ratings are shit, and these three ain't going, definitely are not gonna raise those ratings. So figure it out. Pitter patter. Let's get at her, because SmackDown, they doing that. So on SmackDown we had Miz TV with Drew McIntyre, and shit got hot real quick, and Miz ended up getting himself into a situation where he had to run the gauntlet against Elias and Drew McIntyre. Elias, I'm on your ass, boy. I ain't letting you live that shit down. When he first came, I didn't hear it. I had to have it pointed out to me. And once it was pointed out to me, I can't unhear it. Every time, I listen so closely to when he speaks, just so I can hear it. It's wrong to laugh at, but just because it's him, I do it. Nevertheless, Miz had to run the gauntlet, and he did end up beating Elias, but he did lose to Drew, and segment didn't do too much for me except further my feeling that Shane and Drew need to be put in something serious. Like, Drew needs to head for that WWE Championship picture, and Shane's gotta do something for himself. I don't know what else he can do, but I hope it's not win a championship, because that might not go over well. But who knows? WWE is willing to try anything. They have to try anything. These ratings, they're like, they're straining. Straining. Next, we had Heavy Machinery, and they came out, and they had to face the YOLO County Tag Team Champions, AJ Kirch, Dave Dutra. And I like Heavy Machinery in the tag team picture. If they lose to Bryan and Rowan, I'm fine with that. If they win, I'll be ecstatic. Regardless, SmackDown's doing the right thing. Like, I'm interested. More than I can say for the other brand. A whole lot more than I can say for the other brand. What I'm not interested in is Carmella versus Sonya Deville. Because her and Sonya and Mandy, they're kind of in this weird limbo phase. Carmella, she's talented, but I don't know. They got with the wild card rule and Becky in both title pictures, and her deeply involved with a lot of superstars on Raw. Talented superstars like that go to waste, unfortunately, and she's part-time losing, part-time R-Truth's getaway person while he's running with his title. So I wasn't really interested, but Carmella did end up losing this match. Was what it was. Next segment though, Big E returned. And Big E is back. And it's good. All 3 New Day members are back. Now we'll see who gonna be attacking who backstage and who's gonna try to even out what numbers. New Day's back. Alright. And of course they're interrupted by Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Dolph Ziggler. It turns out later on they're going to have a 6-man tag match. I'm interested in this storyline simply because Kofi has the US Championship, and I want to see how these 3 work together, Kevin, Sami, and Dolph. Because we know how the New Day works. 5-time tag champs. They're going to get 6. It's coming. They're going to get 6. They're going to get 6. It's going to be Big E and Woods. They're going to get it. They're going to win the match. You heard it here first, but I'm interested. Next, Bayley with Nikki Cross. Versus Nikki Cross. I'm going to say it again. I just want to get the stomping ground and see the match. Not worried about this match on SmackDown. We'll see what happens the SmackDown before stomping ground. But I'm now interested in Bayley versus Bliss for the title. And I'm hoping Bayley wins. I hope she does. Next, we had Aleister Black yelling to the WWE roster that his door is open. He wants someone to go pick a fight with him. I kind of don't like this. WWE should be booking him in matches, not having him do these promos begging people to come at him. He should be going at people. Fact. Aleister Black is wildly talented in that ring. Wildly talented in that ring. Go back and watch his NXT matches. You think NXT's nice? Aleister Black will show you some. And EC3, not a stretch of one Aleister Black, because they're 2 guys who are very talented. But when they came to the main roster, not at the same time, but they're kind of just in that limbo phase, as well as Eric Young. What is he doing? But we'll see. I'm interested to see who picks a fight with Aleister Black. Hopefully Randy Orton. Maybe Randy Orton. They could get some good matches out of that. Some crazy RKOs out of nowhere. You know how that go. And the main event of the show, the New Day versus Dolph, Sami, and Kevin. Had the New Day end up winning. Big E looked very good in the ring. Looked healthy. Ready to go. Leading in the stomping ground, Kofi got the cage match against Dolph. So the SmackDown before Stomping Ground, we'll see. Notice how I'm not saying this has run its course when talking about SmackDown. Notice that. I'm interested. I'm looking forward to the next one and what they're going to bring to the pay-per-view. We'll see. We'll just have to see. And that's basically the two shows. SmackDown's doing the right thing. Raw is treading water, and they need help. They need assistance. Impact Plus, y'all need to go subscribe to that. It's $7.99 a month. They give you a month free trial though. I got mine. Go get yours. Watch you some good matches. There's a lot of good matches. The matches EC3's in over there. Go watch them. Xavier Woods is over there. Go watch them. Telling you they good matches. Bobby Roode, Eric Young, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre. Go watch them. Go watch them all. Jaye Maverick suggests you download Impact Plus, subscribe, watch you some matches. Even if you don't subscribe for a second month, just take the month trial, watch the matches. It's good stuff. Other than that, thank you for joining me in the discussion this week. We'll see what Raw and SmackDown bring next week, and we'll see what Stomping Ground brings on Sunday. This is The Big Push. I'm Jaye Maverick. I'll see y'all next week.